Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Happy Wednesday. I know it has been a hot minute, but I'm ready to come back to reality, at least for a little while. I'm pre-recording this video just so that I can share it to both platforms. I'm not really sure if I'm going to even share it or not. We'll see how it goes. Sorry for the lighting. I was not prepared at all to do this, but I'm trying to be obedient, and hence the reason why I'm up at stupid o'clock in the morning. I'll do another video about this later, about like when you consistently wake up at certain times, what that could mean and how to use that time. I've already made my coffee, and I got up at a little after 4 this morning, so I'm not exactly sure what time it is right now. It's a little after 5, but anywho, I hope everybody's been doing well, living, loving, learning, all that good jazz. Before 1:33 on the clock when I looked, before I get distracted on too many different topics, I've had downloads that I tried to start keeping track of them, because as we all know, writing stuff down is not my forte most of the time. But that being said, I've been trying to get better about that. And I'm going to say I started doing this probably about a week and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer. And the download 2:14 on the clock that I got that started this, I was out working in the yard doing my usual chores for the day, and there was somebody else here, and I think I was helping them find something. And as I was walking to the tool barn, or no, I was walking back from the tool barn, like we were talking as I was walking away to the tool barn. And then when I started on my way back, I heard, "You are free to roam about the cabin." And it made me think of like an airplane, like when you're up in the air and, once they get up there and get stable and whatever, the pilot comes across and, tells you that, you can unbuckle your seatbelts and all that stuff. And that was all I heard that day. Then from there, I heard power in numbers. And then at some point I started sitting down and kind of just really focusing on what I was thinking, my thoughts, what was coming to my head. And tarot is like the mirror in Harry Potter. So remember when in the earlier Harry Potters, he finds the mirror, and at first he thinks it shows you the future, but then he says, it shows me or Ron thinks that it shows the future, and Harry says, no, it can't, because both my parents are dead. Anyways, Dumbledore later tells him that men have wasted away in front of that mirror. And to me, that's the part of like the tarot community, at least for the ones that, are being honest and, they're not fake. That's where it gets messy, because instead of getting out there and making those dreams come true, you sit there in front of that mirror over analyzing everything. it can be helpful, but at the same time, it can be very toxic. It can be very addictive and obsessive and repetitive. And in reality, especially if you're doing it on a public level, you're not going to somebody independently and individually. It can cause more chaos and confusion than it can help. But that being said, if you use it from the perspective of, helping you get to a certain point and then, detaching from it, it's all in your control and how you let it affect, your decisions. Just like with anything else, we all have to catch ourselves and, get that balance of, what do they say it? Spirituality and practicality, the balance of the two. The cloak is another thing in Harry Potter that I got wrote down. I didn't write anything else with it, but that just goes along with the mirror. You remember the invisibility cloak, and then the stone, the sorcerer's stone, which gave everlasting life. There are a lot. I would love to at some point in my life just like sit down and decipher all the movies. But right now I don't have the dedication or the patience to do that. There's so many other things that I feel, I need to learn. But in Harry Potter, the restricted section, they sneak in the restricted section to find out about the man who owned or possessed the Sorcerer's Stone. John somebody. But anyways, I equivalent that to your Akashic records. I don't have a lot of knowledge yet of the Akashic records, but that's just what I've got. The three-headed, some of the different animals that they use in Harry Potter movies, the three-headed dog that was guarding the Sorcerer's Stone, the dragons, three-headed dog, I wrote down the gatekeeper, dragons, protectors of knowledge, and then owls as messengers. Harry had an owl, but they also used the owls to deliver messages. And, I just got it down. I just thought too, when Harry starts having to go to court, headquarters, I think is what they called it, that could equivalent to the Akashic records as well, I guess. Okay, and then the marine spirits in, I think it's the fourth Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire. When they're doing the competition and they have to go into the water, the marine spirits, the mermaids, like they were like sirens, they were singing a beautiful song, but they were really like vicious looking. The ancestors hanging on the wall, the pictures, with all the different people, and they're moving, and she says, "What's the password?" Right? And in another one, the woman's singing and acting like she breaks the glass with her voice, but she really just broke the glass. I equal that to like your ancestors. They're always there. The changing staircases, that's in Harry Potter, and that's in Labyrinth, with David Bowie. To me, that equals like life is always changing. Like you what's the word? You have to be, not flexible, but I mean, basically flexible. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. And then there's 4 houses in Harry Potter: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Ravenclaw. Well, there's 4 directions, right? North, south, east, and west. There's 4 elements: air, wind, fire, and water. 10:10 on the clock. So that's all I wrote down there, but like I feel like there's some kind of connection there. Then as I didn't date any of these. I probably should have. I'll try to get more organized about it. The puppies hear me talking. I'm not letting them out yet. Anyways, I'll try to talk a little bit more quieter. Sometimes you have to turn over some tables to get people's attention. That came to me when that had to have been Sunday when I was having church. Or, watching church online. And then also with that, I got Adele turning tables. And then I got search channeling, being a channel. I haven't 11:11 on the clock. I haven't actually done that yet, but I'm going to. Privacy equals power. Play it safe. Find peace. And then this is just like a bunch of writings. So I'm going to read this real quick and then I'm going to call it for now because I'm probably 11:33 on the clock. I may end up having to go let the puppies out. Okay. Prayer provides peace. Pray to find purpose in the pain. Your pain leads to your purpose. Energy transfer is real. Old sayings tell us about these things. They just word it differently, just like they do with spirituality and religion. Like, it's some people call him God, some people call him Allah, some people call him Dad, but they're talking about the same thing, right? So that in the 12:22 on the clock, in the world in general, that occurs a lot, where you're talking about the same damn thing, it just has a different name. Okay. There is light and dark in everything. That's kind of from Harry Potter, which that saying's been around longer than Harry Potter, but that's just what I think of when I hear it. God is everywhere and in everything. Count of Monte Cristo, that's what I think of when I say that. Your gifts from God cannot be ignored, just like fakeness cannot be ignored once you're awakened. Seeing with your physical eyes is important, but it's just as important to see with your third eye, which is the lamp of the soul. That's the pineal gland, 13:22 as I looked at the clock. That's the pineal gland. That's what I've been sharing in the group and on my profile. I've been sharing the videos that I've been watching about that. It speaks about it in the Bible. Lean not on your own understanding. Also be aware of your energy and how it is altered by other people, places, and things. Entities can travel to different people. So it's like narcissism. You're not just going to encounter, typically most people aren't just going to encounter one narcissist throughout their life. You will encounter different ones over time. And as you educate yourself, as you heal, as you understand, you'll get to the point to where you'll be able to detect that energy right off the bat. You'll be able to feel that energy right off the bat. You won't give it your energy because you'll already know. And the narcissist was just an example, but that can really go with anything. 14:44 as I looked at the clock. Examples I gave were narcissists and pedophiles. And then I put tricky. And then, okay, what led me to get my book out, that led me to do this video, was when I woke up this morning, I heard, wake me up before you go, don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo, 15:15 on the clock. That song is by Wham. I don't remember. It's probably been about 2 weeks ago or more. I'm fixing to have to go let them puppies out. They're going to end up waking up the whole neighborhood. I guess it was about 2 weeks ago. I got a download that morning, and it was that song. It's an older song, and I'm not really sure where I have heard it before this, but it was that good morning, we've been up all night. Good, 15:55 on the clock. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I shared it on my Facebook profile the morning that I woke up with that. So I may go try to find that and see what morning it was. Okay, these puppies aren't going to stop. And so, lesson learned. I'm going to have to be a lot more quieter when I do these early morning videos. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to stop putting them in the kennel. But I'm trying to kind of kennel train them a little bit. And it's working so far. But anyways, thank you if you've made it to the end of this video. I hope it helps somebody. As always, be grateful for the big, the small, and everything in between, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life. I hope you guys have a great one. Happy Hump Day. I'll see you next time. Bye.